is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and we are doing a no run-through review for Funfair. This was intentionally going to be an actual run-through, but whenever I cracked open the box, I'm like, oh, this is literally the same game as Unfair. Not literally, of course, because there obviously are some changes, but we have done a run-through for Unfair on the channel, so you can definitely go check that out. But Funfair, what do you guys think? All right.
2 thumbs up.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a basic family game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier, I prefer the original version.
The original version of Funfair? The one that came out?
I prefer Unfair much more than this.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's, this is like a good family game. Like, this would be good.
Yeah, that's true.
To get to the table for your kids, family,
True,
whatever.
True. Yeah, the
To
rage.
not butt hurt your kids.
It says 14 plus. I think
said
I probably like maybe
that.
10.
Yeah.
Maybe 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Maybe 3 years old. No.
Honestly, if they're not an infant playing this,
Yeah, if you're not pulling it out whenever you're giving birth,
like
to play Funfair.
the hand reaches out.
I'd like to discard. Kat, what do you think?
I liked it. I like this version a lot better. I already said it earlier, but it brings back memories of Roller Coaster Tycoon and playing that. And I always loved that game. This is what I would have wanted the first time I played Unfair.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why they managed to make such a fun theme in Unfair so corporate and like so gross that this just really, it doesn't like liven it up. It's not like, whoa, this is exciting, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Like I would want to be like, hey, we're going down to wherever this weekend. Like, can we play this with my parents?
Sure. Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice. I'm glad they changed direction.
I'm in both. I mean, I agree with both of you for different reasons. I also prefer this over Unfair, but I also think the game is okay. Mm-hmm. Like it is definitely that. It is a fun family game without being. There's no cutthroat. There's absolutely zero cutthroat nature in this game.
Even the events are friendly for everybody.
Yeah. And I mean, some of them, there were some events that with the city cards that I actually I thought were pretty cool. Like the one where it's like the upgrades are half off, but you have to pay someone else. As I throw them, I thought I liked that was pretty much the only interaction in the entire game, but that one was kind of a nice change of pace because what bothered me, what Kat said, is they took a theme where it's like, hey, at the end of the day, I want to see, my amusement park, and this is what I have, and I want to go for a kind of theme. Oh wow, you keep drawing the asshole cards. I'm not getting those. Okay, so everyone else is having fun, but I'm not. Mm-hmm. Yay me! I'm glad I paid for the fucking game and get to sit here and be miserable. That's because the unfair part of Unfair was absolutely random. There was no action for you to do anything to stop someone. It was just you drew.
All in the name.
It's all. I understand that. But why? I mean, I can bust your knee out with a fucking bat and be like, "Hey, life isn't fair, man. Sorry." And Unfair was that version. So it's like I want to play games to have fun, and if there's going to be a cutthroat nature, it needs to be evenly spread across all players. It's not just one person. Oh man,
it's
lucky
ironic
me.
Because when it's unfair, you want everyone to have a fair chance at being
right.
Unfair. Otherwise, it is that one person in the scenario of like, I have literally only been shit on. Like I don't.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, why am I even trying to build a fucking amusement park when everyone is just hogging on me for with
and it's different if you can't get those cards. Not that you're not drawing them, that you just cannot get them. That's when it's like.
Right. Similar to the initial complaint that I made with Champions of Midgard and the troll of passing out the shame. Mm-hmm. That's a kind of cutthroat nature in that game, but everyone has a chance to do that. In Unfair, it was just luck of the draw, and for me personally, I don't like those. So here, it's a nice change of pace. The city events are there. Everyone gets to do exactly what they're doing. You score high points. In Brad's case, you don't. But no.
I'm surprised that this is a 2 to 4 player game.
I'm surprised this game was
perfectly
made.
honest with you, it's a solo experience.
It's not a solo experience.
With the exception of that 1 or 2 deals where you passed a card to somebody else, it's, I mean...
Sure, okay, Orleans is a solo experience.
Right.
I don't like.
I'm just meaning like there's no interaction whatsoever.
Yeah, absolutely not. But
You know,
it's.
so
I mean,
that's why I didn't care for it.
I mean, I can make that argument against every
I know.
lot of the game, so I don't think that knocks it
Right.
on here.
I've been in the same boat. I know what he's trying to say about like it just didn't sit right, and that's fine.
Yeah, you don't. There. I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
You do have zero interaction with other players. It's just your strategy of trying to build, your park and score points. I mean, you're going for objectives like a central award objective. That's I guess another indirect player interaction. And then but unfair was pretty much the same way, except for those dickhead cards that
Which came out at random.
which did come out at
Which
random.
cards at this come out random too, because there was
Right.
I was looking for whatever theme, robot theme
Mm-hmm.
for the whole time, and I never had a chance to get one.
Oh, right.
You know,
Right.
it just never came
Yeah.
to me.
I mean, the game is okay, but I'm not going to knock it on you.
Fair.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So actually, let's just mark that F out real quick. But that was in the original, just the drafting.
No, I know.
Yeah. I mean, but I'm definitely not knocking it that you do everything solo, because I can name 15 games right now, and by just looking and be like, oh, we don't do anything, but we're all having our own strategies to try and get the most points. Paladins of the West Kingdom. All right, there's no interaction between players, so it's a bad game because I don't interact with other people, that's not the case. But I mean, ultimately, this begs the question: if you own Unfair, should you get Funfair? No.
There's no reason.
No, absolutely not. Because if you own Unfair and you like Unfair, then there's no reason to get this.
You literally just take out the.
Yeah, because I think you could easily just take those cards out too. So this is honestly a cash grab game. If you, it's. Yeah.
I will say while it is cash grabby, it does have an opportunity to be like, let's say we were playing in a group setting, like the three of us didn't know each other, we were just meeting or whatever, and we had previously you brought Unfair, and I was like, oh shit, that was a horrible game.
Yeah.
But then later, I'm somewhere else and I try Funfair,
Yeah.
and I'm like, see, I would get this. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
oh,
So,
right.
So yes, cash grabby.
Yeah.
Yes, but it also offers for the people who didn't like it the first time to be like,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, but I think the other major changes were there are themes in the game similar to. I mean, I'm pretty sure the only difference was there was no fairy tale in Unfair. It was something else. Because they had robots, pirates, jungle, and vampires.
I think it was vampires.
I think it was vampires.
I think they had to have gotten
Instead of vampires, it's now fairy tale. And you don't pick two themes and shuffle them together, which I thought unfair. It didn't fucking matter anyway.
No.
They weren't dynamic enough to make it. You really have a thematic theme over it.
Right.
In this, you just take all the part cards and shuffle them together, so you as a player can decide. You're kind of. Like we said, the game's okay. You're not going all the balls to the wall roller coaster tycoon. You're not going really heavy into mechanics like Dinosaur Island. And it's the same game. It's wild how this game is the same.
I think they leaned. Of course, it does say Funfair, so I mean it.
It's all in the name.
No, I know. I think they could have, because to take the random out, the perfect merger of those two games would be not to have the mean cards, but to have these be detrimental a little bit.
Oh,
because
yeah.
that affects everybody.
True.
Because, I mean, there is literally nothing bad in this game, which, Funfair.
Yeah.
Because every one of those events is just peachy keen,
Yeah.
rainbows and unicorns,
Yeah,
and everything is like, those could have been globally bad, to where everybody had to deal with something equally.
Yeah, I agree. I think
that would be a good merger.
I agree with you there. I really want this theme to have some meat to it, and there really isn't. There's almost no thought to it. This is very much a family weight game. But yeah, I agree with you. I think the city cards could have been, both good and bad, but they affected everyone.
Right.
That would have been. That'd
almost be like a 2.0.
True.
Unfair. Make those where they just suck for everybody.
Yeah,
Right, yeah, 'cause then
everyone's big ride shuts down.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Right.
So yeah, I agree. Actually, that's a perfect blend of the two games. So really, you have to decide if you don't own either of them. do you want randomness, random cutthroatness that you get to play on other people? And because basically, the big asshole cards were the ones that you get to shut down someone's like biggest ride, and that's their source of income.
Or they just don't gain money that turn.
Or they don't gain money or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't even remember if there was really anything that like destroyed.
No, there's
rides.
no destruction. All it did was shut down. You didn't gain money
Yeah.
that income, and then it was open the next round.
Yeah,
that was the worst it ever got.
Yeah, and then which is like that can be huge. So you as a player wanted to kind of like divide and conquer instead of have one major ride. But it's just the randomness is what killed it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's really it. There's nothing else.
We've already even done a review, so
We technically have for the game, but just wanted to kind of highlight some of the differences and yeah, talk about which one we prefer. Honestly, if I were being completely honest, if I had to pick, I would pick this one.
Yeah.
But I don't really care for either. Like, they're fine.
it's definitely not something you want to bring out multiple times.
No, I
in
mean
a
we
month.
literally like you've seen everything.
Yeah.
there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
This doesn't even have an insert where it's like, oh, maybe they're gonna make expansions. Right. It's just all right. This is what you get. $30. So.
Yeah.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you guys give it?
I'll go first. I'll give it an 8.
An 8. Oh wow.
Well,
I know. I'm definitely not that high.
Because it is simple. Like, I mean, if I'm just rating Funfair and I'm forgetting all about Unfair.
Well, yeah, it's a different game.
Right.
I mean, it's not. But
I'm not. See, and I'm not bringing up the past. Like, if I didn't even know about Unfair.
No, you're still holding on.
It still is very bright and pretty. The cards are nice. The chips are nice. The little ticket player thing is nice. It's still an aesthetically pleasing game. It works. There's nothing broken about it. And I had fun.
All right.
And that's okay.
I think Brad and I are probably around the same score.
Solid.
If I were to rate Unfair, I do not remember what I rated. I'd probably give it a 4. This is a 5. Like,
Average.
like they're the same game. If Unfair, if they had like the universal screw you cards, that would be great. It's the same game except for the cutthroat nature is taken out. So Unfair was a 5, but I hate the randomness, so it goes down to a 4. This is a 5 game for me.
See, my Unfair, I'd probably put Unfair at 7.
Oh, okay. Why is it not in your top 100?
Because of 7.
Why is it not?
Not anymore.
It used to be it was in my top 10. Like 3 years ago.
5 years ago.
But anyway, I would agree with you. This is a 5.
Yeah.
I like not even close to a 6, maybe closer to 4.
Oh, wow,
5,
okay.
Like a 5, but lower.
Yeah, about average.
Yeah.
But if you weren't familiar with Unfair and you wanted this, and you're like, oh yeah, we get to have a family get together, then yeah, it's probably an 8. But for me personally, I have no interest in playing this again. But if someone was like, hey, do you want to play? I wouldn't have a bad time.
Oh no.
But I would say no to Unfair. I'd be like, no, I don't feel like being just screwed the entire night. So, all right. So that's our thoughts on Funfair. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.